Alright, hello people from the internet. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. The time has come for me to play on stream some more Rift Wizard. And so I shall do exactly that. We're gonna be playing some of the new beta update, which features the new spell, which is kind of exciting. Those bats almost killed me, but I wanted my Lightning Spire as my first spell. One of these days I'm gonna do a run where I play with this and it's gonna be strong, but I don't think that they will be today. However, that level is very good. Yeah, that level is great. There we go. None of these levels have good rewards for me. This one has a good layout, maybe doable. I do have to say that I would prefer not to, because the cursed cats are very annoying to do with this lightning spire build. They hurt the lightning spires, they revive. Worst case scenario, they hurt me. That layout is really good. I can start somewhere around here and just spam this area with lightning spires, but I am not gonna take sigils anymore. Yeah, I just don't like them. They don't do a lot. Maybe for this build they would do something, but I still don't like them. However, I think that we have a winner. Yep, we have a winner. Rockworms, what a shame. This seems good to me. These turns are, or like these levels that I've gotten have been small but intense. I took a bunch of damage, but I didn't die, and that's what counts. Are Spriggans living? They are living. And so we get the new spell, Ion Tithe, Deals either 2 arcane or 2 lightning damage to the nearest 2 enemies each turn. Base damage and number of targets both increase by 1 each turn for the first half of the duration and decrease by 1 each turn for the second half. Lasts 16 turns. Very funny spell. The ghosts are immune to physical. The Spriggans only deal physical. Yeah, it was gonna take a while, but I knew that I had all that I needed to have in order to be that level. Okay. Now that I have gotten Ion Tithe, the game is gonna get progressively funnier. You will see. It's gonna be really funny indeed. Hello Pixies, thank you for stopping by. You just did an Ion Tithe run? How did that go for you? It's a pretty great spell, don't you think? Basically as broken as hate bolts, yep. I completely agree. A few damage items, Soil Enchantment skills, a couple pets for Boon and Carnival of Pain. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay. Not bad at all. I am missing 2 experience for what's probably the best upgrade to get on this thing, Void Lord. Void Lord increases its base damage by 8, so it doesn't start on 2, it starts on 10. Doesn't increase duration, but it's fine. Lightning Lord is better because it increases number of targets. But the damage increase is like nothing. I do think that increasing number of targets might be okay, but I'm gonna try Void Lord. Ideally, I would be going into a level where I can get 2 experience easily, without the level having a lot of nasty stuff, of course. Earth Troll Sigil, shoutouts to Rift Wizard 1. Getting a lot of charges of these. 2 charges it gives. That's your win of Ion Tithe. Carnival of Pain and Disperse were the only other things that you got apart from your starting spell. Enchantment Wand. 6 damage! 6 damage! Okay, it's not amazing, but it's 6 damage. It is very alluring indeed. The electric ghosts are probably gonna be a minor annoyance. That's a shame. No, these hourglasses are of any use for Ion Tithe. Yeah, but we don't have arcane, lightning, or enchantment hourglass. What do we have here? Oh, nothing. I guess that I can grab the dagger if I ever get shatter shards. And I guess I can grab the dagger here if I ever get Prince of Ruin. Though I do have to say I'm not sure I should be going to this level. Maybe the Rattlings is better than the enchantment wand. Maybe for this specific level it is like that. Enchantment 1 or Rattlings? I think I like the Rattlings for like Bone Shambler stuff. But I can just get Prince of Ruin, I cannot get more damage from the skills, right? What a nice spell. What a nice spell. I do have to say, like, it's very reminiscent of Hate Bolts, but the thing about Ion Tithe is that it's not as fast as Hate Bolts. Like, a lot of time actually passes between you casting it and between the level dying. And that makes it slightly more interesting and perhaps acceptable. And considering how it's the only good enchantment for like hitting a lot of stuff, then I think that it's gonna be okay. Maybe this one doesn't get nerfed. Not bad. Lightning Spire has been somewhat useful for the purpose of playing this. Let's get Thunderlord now. Ooh, enchantment stuff. Enchanting Orb is probably the one. We have an Icy Avenger. This guy really should be called Icy Avenger. What a great spell. I think the next thing to get is Multimancy, and then Enchantment Lord is the last thing we get. Or Archenchanter, whatever it's called. Or Enchanter's Boon and then Archenchanter. What do we have here? 15 holy damage to one random enemy currently afflicted with Frozen. This thing feels very low impact. I like the placeholder item. Item logos, item glyphs. Do you think that by the time this comes out of early access, the items are gonna have animated icons, like the monsters and other stuff? Would be cool. Give me a second. Someone's knocking at the door, which doesn't happen very often. Mike muted. Mike muted. Yeah. Hello. I was saying that my grandma wanted to get in contact with my mom and we weren't able to reach them. But everything should be fine. I sent her a message telling her to get in contact with my grandma whenever she could. Maybe it's something about like the reception at whatever they went. Yeah. From these levels, I think this might be the easiest one. The furnace hounds are really not that terrible. I feel like this specific enemy only counters very specific builds. I have had builds where this is terrible, but like it's very few and far between. Anyway, let's continue. I think we get Enchanter's Boon after this level, so we can get multiple Ion Tides going. I like the tooltip, by the way, it's just a timer. So at this point is at its most powerful, and it just gets slightly weaker every turn. And there we go. And that was my mom, so everything was okay. How hard is Thrifty Wizard 0 Humble Horde? Or Humble Horde? There we go, I was just saying goodbye to my grandma. We are back once again. So how hard is Thrifty Wizard from 0 to Humble Horde? It's not that hard. I would say that it's probably slightly easier than Troll Path. Yeah, probably easier than Troll Path. Thrifty Wizard is the one where you have only one item per item type, right? The key to that, like, is to just go dark. Like, actually, you go dark and Soul Harvest takes care of the mana problems, if any mana problems, and Soul Tax takes care of any HP problems, if there are any, and then you can just do whatever you want to do when it comes to dark stuff in order to beat the game. You know, these spells are very good at beating the game, especially Morning One. Give me a second once again. Okay, just making sure that my grandma went down the stairs safely. Everything was okay after all. Well, you get 10% of spellbook, can't really roll for specific spells. Mm, you can, I guess you could theoretically start Scum. You get 10% of spellbook. It's been a while since I've done those, but I have done them all, and I put all of them on YouTube. At least I think. Let me see if I put that one, because that one I played probably like a year ago or so. Let's find out real quick. You remember how you beat Humble Horde? But it was a hell of a struggle? Yeah, it's terrible. Humble Horde is not good. Everything before Mordred is fun when it comes to Humble Horde. Mordred is not fun. Mordred, being the way that it is in 1, kinda ruins Humble Horde. So what is that thing called? Thrifty Wizard. Thrifty Wizard first attempt. Oh, yeah, I literally did it first attempt. That's why I don't remember. You can look at that video. It's a video from a year ago. A bit under a year ago. And you will see how I did it. But yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I really don't think it's that bad. Since I didn't struggle with it, I cannot really tell you a magic formula. Like, it didn't really leave a trauma in my mind the way that Humble Horde did, or some of the other ones that were more difficult. You beat Humble Horde with Imswarm and Restless Death. I also beat it with Imswarm. Imswarm is such a good spell. So, Enchanter's Boon was the next step in our plan. What do we have here? Silken Links. I do like some Silken Links. I don't know if I can beat this level. This is strong, but this Idol of Invincibility will ruin everything. These guys have shields, immunity to lightning. Yeah, I'm probably better off not going there. If you stand near that idol, it will die first because it targets the nearest things to you. Yeah, but even then, like, it's not gonna kill it fast, and it's just gonna continue stacking shields on everyone, so by the time it's dead, everything will have 3 shields. And Ion Tithe doesn't deal a lot of instances of damage, so shredding through those shields is gonna be a big issue. If I go here, I need to get like a mobility spell or teleport away. I only have 1 teleporter. So I don't think that level is particularly great. Like, risk reward, it's not like a nice deal for me, is what I'm trying to say. With Boon you should be okay there, but yeah, maybe a risky level. Yeah, I'd rather not risk it. Wouldn't be the first time that I think I can do a level and then I just die. Who has the thing? Oh, you have the thing. Well, I hope that it doesn't die. Did my Fairy die? I think it did. I don't see it anymore. Man, what a silly spell. Very funny, but very silly at the same time. Okay, now I think we get Multimancy. I have to say that there's something somewhat wrong with oh, maybe we get Fey Malevolence. Maybe Fey Malevolence would be okay. Yeah, like I have to say that there's probably something wrong with these Arch Enchanter skill when, like, it's not like anywhere close to my priority. I tried one run of this off stream. It didn't really go that well, and I think it's because I got this way earlier than I should have. Ion Tithe seems kinda good. You have no clue what that does. Deals either 28 arcane or 28 lightning to the nearest 3 enemies each turn. Base damage and number of targets both increase by 1 each turn for the first half of the duration and decrease by 1 each turn for the second half. Lasts 16 turns. So it scales with duration, obviously it scales with damage, it scales with number of targets, which multi-mancy time. Yeah, it's a brand new spell, so brand new in fact that it doesn't have an icon. Pretty exciting new addition to Rift Wizard. This is what Dylan came up with after I said, hey, enchantments kinda suck as a main way of killing things. This is actually just hit bolts, yeah. Since it's not as fast as hit bolts, but it is kinda like hit bolts, very very similar to hit bolts. Crackle Void and Fame Malevolence did comparable work on your run. When it comes to this level, it's a bit risky, especially with me having no experience. Like if I had experience, I would get Prince of Ruin for this because there's a lot of monsters that make more monsters. Like pretty much everything here except for even the chimeras make more monsters. The dragon makes dragons. The orc makes orc wolves. This guy makes a lot of bone shamblers and bone knights. This guy splits. Yeah, everything makes more monsters. How much does my tithe do at its peak? Well, it lasts 16 turns and right now it deals 28. So what is it, 36? Are you gonna claim your pet? Oh yeah. I guess that we can have... Oh wow, it's a bit nerfed. This clay rolling spike ball. I'll get this then. And I do want to go here, but I feel like it's not a safe level to go to. With no experience. With some experience I would get Prince of Ruin or whatever, and it would definitely get the job done. 36 at its peak. It's safe enough. Just hide in a corner. But I guess that I can just use a mana potion. This game is not about it's not about going through the game without using mana potions. Also, if I die, it's not even the first time that a viewer has killed me through a suggestion, so it's fine. Okay, yeah. Turns out that that it was okay. The nearest 5 enemies each turn. Not bad. The spell is really strong. Yeah, it is really strong. I'm just a bit doubtful because I had some instances in the previous run where it was not performing that well. Like some levels like that, were actually giving me some trouble. But it was because I didn't think of getting this early. I think that's the thing that changed everything. In my first run, I only just very late into the run realized that this is kinda super busted with Ion Tithe. Okay, now it lasts for 20 turns. Boon is greatest double its damage. Yeah, doubles its damage and doubles the number of things that it can hit. Really, really solid addition. I don't think we want an open level for this kind of build. This thing is immune to Arcane and Lightning. You know, of all the things that could be modified, the Living Scrolls of Lightning are like the best, and the Mage is like the worst. But I think that this is probably doable. So who has the thing? It's always the Imp? Or like the Fairy? Yeah, or at least this time it seems to be the Fairy. So that guy had how much HP? And it still died like it was nothing? Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty wild. So what else can we get here? Oh, I guess we get Fey Malevolence now. For every 50 damage dealt to enemies with enchantment spells, cast Lightning Bolt on a random enemy. This item used to be like the worst staff, but I think this might be one of the best now. I can. Do you think it's a good idea to change my current 6 damage enchantment wand for that? I think it is. I think it is. 50 damage dealt to enchantments with enchantment spells, cast Lightning Bolt on a random enemy. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not, because we're not doing enchantment stuff, or like we're not doing sorcery stuff, and by extension, the Lightning Bolt only gets boosted by Thunderlord. So it doesn't really get boosted that much. If I had started with it, it would be another thing. Now I know that if I'm gonna be doing an Ion Tithe run, I should think of starting with Lightning Bolt. Okay. But yeah, like, that's probably the best shot this staff has at being on the same level as most of the other staves that exist in the game. You think I end up doing about the same damage, but line of sight sounds like an issue for Bolt? Yeah, better not to worry about that. Do note that the base damage and the number of targets increase every turn for like the first half, and then decrease for the second half. So at the top I would be hitting a crazy amount of things, and I would be dealing a lot of damage to them. Pretty much at the top I would be triggering the staff every monster that gets hit by it, kind of. They do need enough HP to actually trigger the thing. Light Lord. What a crazy thing to get for free. Modified Worm Shamblers. And Rot Trees. I feel like it's doable. Okay, pretty good. Yeah. What a crazy strong spell. I really am worrying unnecessarily about the capability of level beating of this spell. It is very clear that that is not an issue. Mystic Orb, but the level is open. And not only that, but the level also has Red Cyclops Leeches. We don't want to deal with that. Don't have to worry about Shamblers when you target 15 enemies at once. I think that I'll still have to worry about Shamblers if I get like the very big ones. The biggest ones. I like that Mystic Dagger. But a little bit of extra damage on this. Now it deals 35. Yeah, and it's only gonna continue dealing more and more damage. So exciting. I have Crackle Void, it's fine. Jeez. One cast, one turn. It is Hate Bolts. It is actually Hate Bolts. It might actually be even stronger than Hate Bolts, all things considered, because it lasts for a lot longer. Jeez. Are people gonna speedrun Ion Tithe now? If so, that would be funny. Ooh, this is a modified Storm Knight. Didn't notice. It's actually a lot of them. Doesn't have the pathing randomness, it hits the nearest things to you, so you're better than Hit Bolts. But on the other hand, it hits less things at the start. But only at the start. Eventually it hits more stuff, of course. I got hit by a zombie, come on. Ah, these electric rotting zombies are ruining everything. Yeah, I want to retain my max HP. That's pretty much why I did that. You can cast it twice and another minion should get it, so you have 3 active ones. The glass butterflies are immune. I hadn't noticed. And in case you're wondering why I grabbed the Fady earlier, it healed me to full HP. I guess that I can get... what can I get now? Master of Time? I was thinking Word of Chaos, of course, in case this wasn't already strong enough. You got Arcane Explosion, but you were immune? Yeah, that's not a safe thing to get if you're not immune. I am not a fan of dying to my own stuff. Definitely not. I really want Void Beam to have an upgrade that makes it into the Starfire pulse of this guy. I really, really want it so much. Yeah, imagine Void Beam with Radius 1. It would be the greatest thing in this game. Alright, I'll get Word of Chaos with the upgrade. And by the upgrade, it costs 5. It costs 5 to get 2 charges for Word of Chaos. Okay. I don't think I need this, but I'm gonna get it anyway. Oh wow, we're already at round 20. Oh, this is a very small level. So small, in fact, that I kinda want to use an Orb of Corruption immediately upon entering. Let's see if we can get rid of these two things. Lots of fiends. Black Rider. What does that one do? All enemies in line of sight take damage and lose 1 random spell charge. Oh, this is the guy that reduces max HP. Well, my max HP has already been sullied by getting hit by one of those zombies. So I guess it might be okay. Yeah, let's just go here and use the Orb of Corruption. Okay, I took a bunch of damage. It did get rid of everything, but I guess it could be a lot worse. Oh, this thing was overcharged. I didn't notice. It got 4 charges. These were modified fleshy masses. They were fleshy mass liches, and they got absolutely melted. Absolutely melted. Wild. Oh, I cannot reach there? Come on. This is not true. I don't even need that. I don't even need that. But I kinda want it. Like, it kinda is giving me a niche that I might have to leave those things behind, but the alternative is getting Void Beam, which costs 4 to get 2 experience, and like it doesn't make any sense to do that. So I guess I'm just gonna have to leave them behind. What a cool level layout. Have you ever mentioned that you hate slimes? I think that like slimes are such a rough enemy. They are pretty unforgiving. Like it's either you completely destroy them and you can kind of even ignore them, or they just beat your run. And they often beat your run if you are if you're playing summons. I feel like slimes beat summons super bad. They're overtuned in your opinion? I would say that they are an enemy type that really like it's one of those things that like, oh, if you're playing this build, you cannot beat that enemy. Slimes made you give up on Wolfer in 1. Understandable. As in, you never beat it, or you have to quit that run. And yeah, like the slimes would do that to a Wolfer run, because they're resistant to physical and immune to poison. Never beat it. It's not that bad, you know. Of the challenges of Rift Wizard 1, I think Wolfer is definitely not the most difficult one. In fact, I was thinking of playing some Rift Wizard 1 today. I was fully intending on doing it, and then Dylan dropped this out of nowhere, this Ion Tithe thing. So, very clearly we're not doing that anymore. I didn't see where I was. I think I was close to Mordred, but Mordred died anyway. Just have to have a plan for the royal jelly. You have to just cross your fingers and hope you didn't encounter one of the many enemies that are immune to physical poison or slimes, or any number of things that end the run on the spot. I guess. I'm thinking if there's like something that you can do. In Rift Wizard 1, like, to begin with, you can get some skills that summon some stuff to kind of help you. Yeah, like, since you have all the skills, even if you only have Wolf, it is kind of doable. But I do think that it is hard. It is definitely harder than playing normally, of course. Mordred is almost dead. We're almost there, but yeah, that Dreamhack Lich thing is making me pretty nervous. I'm gonna get swapped next turn, and I'm not sure that I can do anything about it, other than land here and get hit for 64, or go over here. No matter how I look at this, I think that it is very likely that I am going to get kinda destroyed in the very near future. Yes, and then you're gonna hit me, teleport me, and then this Lich will just destroy me. Yeah, Lich Jars are also like in the same category of monsters that can ruin summoner runs. What are monsters that can ruin sorcery runs? Maybe the Idol of Sorcery, if you're using fire or lightning. Safety heal. Oh, I didn't get blinked into the Dreamhack. Kinda lucky. But I can still get swapped. Miraculously, I didn't die there. I really thought that I was gonna get absolutely destroyed. Very close to Mordred. Mordred is kind of unscathed. Now I got swapped again. Oh, I'm not even that far away. Reapers. Mordred is throwing kind of everything at me. What even is Mordred? Oh, last life. Very spooky. There we go. It is very, very powerful. When I said that I wanted a spell like for enchantment that made it more easy for you to affect multiple enemies at the same time, I didn't think that Dylan would come up with something this overpowered. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, it is simple and ridiculously strong. You literally said that like 2 days ago. I said it when I made the enchantment run. I made a post on the Discord. You know, like one of those analysis posts. Um, I wrote up one of those like with my experience with the mass scourge, and yeah, it was beyond my expectations what happened with that spell.